Toma, I'm on this other side of the aisle now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. I think I'll have to take it right from here. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to TVC News Trending Now. We'll begin with a very wonderful conversation which we've been talking about all day on the table. The federal government has adopted the age of 16 as a minimum age for admissions into Nigerian tertiary institutions. The Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, says the age reflects a balance between cognitive maturity and academic preparedness as the 2025 policy meeting organized by the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board, JAM. Tunji Alausa warned tertiary institutions against breaching the rule, asking for strict adherence. He recalled that the former Minister of Education, Minister Tahir Maman, had set the minimum age for admissions at 18, raising concerns. Following his removal, Mr. Alausa, who succeeded him, reversed the policy and pegged it at 16 for last year's admissions exercise, formalizing it as the official age for admissions. Now let's see what Nigerians had to say about this right here. Godson Duke says, always doing irrelevant things. Some government officials say, what if there was a ward with very high IQ? Then the same will be stored from pursuing further academic excellence because some persons in government with rigid mentality made a decision. Okay, that's his thought. Genevieve Mbama says better. 16 years minimum is okay. Anything less is child abuse, even if the child is a genius, period. There is a whole world of intelligence quotient versus emotional quotient. Exposing an underage to vagaries of university life is an abuse. Well, that's what she's got to say. And finally, on this more or less, it's saying it's a good move for me, nothing more. At least students would have no right from left before leaving their father's house and go and stay alone in the university. All right, let's take a quick break right now. We'll return. Welcome back to TVC News Trending Now. Let's get to our next conversation, and this one a little bit tweaking. In every generation, mischief makers have thrived on spreading doubt and sowing confusion, especially when progress is being made. This seems to have not changed based on a video of a lady who shared that she snapped out of misleading public opinion to see the benefits of the NELFUND initiative. In the video posted on X, she says the support of sitting government has to go beyond mere noise to creating awareness about ongoing initiative to improve the lives of the public. Let's share that video with you.
About the student loan, I really did not know. About 2 months ago, when I saw the report, it said about how many billions of naira was invested into student loan. I was like, it's a lie. Who is receiving it? 200,000 people. Who are the people? In fact, on the comment section of that post, I saw that kind of thing there. So for Miss Tina to send the live to me, and I checked and I joined the live and I heard the person talk, and it's true. So I went to the place, I went to NELFUND and I checked, that's their page on Twitter, and I saw that people are receiving. Some people I wake up, I'm not. Do you know that this loan, they will pay you? Imagine that if you're in, let's say you're in 400 level and you apply for the loan in 400 level, they will pay you all the school fees you paid from 100 level, 200 level, 300 level. They will pay it back to you, and then you are also receiving stipends every month. I did not know. God Almighty, I did not know. I did not know. Now, imagine, I did not know, and I'm very active on social media. I didn't know. Imagine how many millions of Nigerians don't know this thing. Imagine if I call my mom today like this and say, do you know that student loan? She will say she doesn't know. People don't know. Now, because how will we know? There's no hyping, there's no...
Well, I must say we've had the director in charge of NELFUND quite a number of times on this platform to talk about that, and several other times, and not just on TVC, but across different networks. And so the awareness is really out there, maybe not as enough as it should be. But some tweets are on this matter, and let's share what Nigerians had to say. NELFUND is everywhere online. Oh-ho. And in all social media platforms, those who choose to know will know. Those who see and ignore are equally many. It is left for who wants to know to know. I agree with you, sir. Kyle Day is saying those influencers are doing a great job in discrediting anything this government is doing, and instead of hearing of the opportunities available, they are fixed on projecting a candidate as the best thing after shawarma. Hope other youths will wise up someday too. Man, that's our prayer. And final tweet on this one. This is Stand for Truth now. And he's saying, I've heard about the adverts on radio. Okay, that's a good initiative. Nobody gets excuse why he no go school. Nobody gets excuse why he no go school. The only bad side is how will students pay up when they eventually graduate because there are no jobs. Well, maybe that's why we're going to school. But Etoma, Rhea, and Veronica is going to tell me exactly what is going on here. Etoma, do you think we need to maybe expand the embers of the conversation around this NELFUND so more Nigerians can be aware of it?
Yes, the NELFUND awareness has, to a great extent, been very, very wide and effective. And I was a little bit surprised that the young lady said she didn't know about NELFUND. That means she had not been looking at the right places. She had been watching, how do they call them, content creators more than the things that really, really are important to her. It's unfortunate. Well, it's a social media, so many things to look at, so many distractions. So anytime you pick up your phone and you want to surf the social media, know exactly what you're looking for and look for it. That's the best advice I can give her, because the NELFUND thing actually was well publicized. And maybe young people should once in a while watch traditional media. They'll get some information they may not find easily on social media. And the other story about the cutoff age for students to go, admission age for university, 16. While I think 16 is okay, I also think there should make room for people with very high IQ. There should have some kind of special program for people with very, very high IQ. It's not strange to see somebody graduate at 19. Now, and if you entered at 16, you definitely will not graduate at 19. Good policy, but let's also make room for people with very high IQ.
Well, they're talking also about the matters of maturity for a certain level. So some persons may have good IQ, but how matured are they to handle the challenges that they have to face when they get to school? That's why you see some persons break down mentally because they are not able to handle certain things. The tertiary institution environment is quite different from secondary school, and they'll need to mingle with a lot of persons who, at the end of the day, influence their character and so many things in their life. So if you do not have that ability to be able to handle some of these things, you may find yourself at the rung of the ladder where you may not even move forward. Your IQ is lost and so many things happen to you. So I think that these are the considerations that the government has made, and I agree with them on that. Now, talking about NELFUND, a lot of persons do not understand the initiative taken by the government because, one, they do not trust the government and so do not want to pay attention to what government is doing, be it in their interest. And so it's a reflection of what a majority of youth are doing, that they pay attention to, they major on the minors and, you know, just pay attention to things that perhaps just fuel their desires and all of that. Now, there are institutions that are accredited to carry on this NELFUND, and so students have to go through their institution to apply. It is the institution that now gets across to NELFUND to receive these monies, because I think that some of the things she said were not right. That's right. So it is the institution that would, you know, give these monies to the student for accountability, transparency, and so that there can be channels of understanding those who got these monies. So it comes based on the institution and not necessarily individuals. So the school handles the monies received and distributes according to the requests made. There are some institutions that have been accredited and there are those who have not.
Well, I'll pick up from the story 16 at the university. I think that is the best age, because anything lower than that will be sort of child abuse. And I'll tell you something, Nelson, you can be very smart academically, but emotionally you are not smart.
That's
and
right.
Emotional intelligence is something that, you know, we really need to hammer on, because when you go to school, you're meeting different people. Human beings can be very difficult. It's not even easy to, you know, be with certain kind of human beings. Now it's talking of someone that is really young. So I think by 16, they have kind of built their confidence. You know, they're able to, you know, distinguish for what is right and what is wrong. So I think 16 is the right age, and they still get to graduate at a good age. They still got to graduate at a young age. So I really love that. 16, here you go. Lower than 16 is going to definitely be a problem. And then NELFUND, every child deserves quality education, and I love what you're doing. It's so sad that we're not getting enough knowledge about it. You know, a lot of people don't even know about it. A lot of people think it's fake. And I tell our youths, please, sometimes not everything is fake. Some of these things are real, you know, but you only have to try to see. So let's not just put our mind negative about the government. Some things are right. We know some things are wrong, but there are actually some things that are right. And I love what you're doing. They've been really good with it. Every child deserves education, and that's what you're, you know, serving us with. So that's a good one.
The NELFUND policy is one of the star initiatives of this administration. And sometimes, in addition to following celebrities and pages on social media, we should intentionally also follow government handles, especially agencies in government that directly impact on our lives. Follow them so you know what is going on. But thank you guys for that. As we make our way to other stories as well, this time around, a tense moment unfolded right here on TVC's flagship program on a political discourse beyond the headlines. Check this. In the middle of a heated exchange on the credibility of ADC coalition as an alternative to existing political parties, the former secretary to the state government, Babashir Lawal, lashed out at TVC News anchor Nifemi Oguntoye during the live interview. Now let's show you how that played out. Check it.
Position, Mr. Lawal, but it is the same electoral process in 2019 and 2023. I mean, the same administration you served on there. So I didn't see quite much difference
Give me a break, my friend. Look, shut up.
Between what happened then and now.
Break. How can you say Buhari's government, the electoral processes are the same with Bola Tinubu's government? What is your problem? Give me a break.
No.
For once.
I would
try to be truthful in what you say. I mean,
I would take get out because I've invited you to my house. But I'm just trying to have an intellectual conversation with you, Mr. Lawal. And I don't want to rile you up, okay?
The way you put it.
I am not going to rile you up. Let us take a short break, and then when we return, we'll reboot this and start all over again. Stay with us, everyone.
Now, the comment came as Oguntoye attempted to interject with a follow-up question, prompting Lawal's unfiltered response. The anchor, clearly taken aback, attempted to maintain composure as the conversation continued. The incident quickly gained traction on social media, with viewers expressing mixed reaction. Some criticizing Lawal's tone, others defending him as being provoked. Well, let's see what you all had to say about this. Check it out. Raji says he wanted to provoke your anger and make you look rude, disrespectful to Nigerians. But the Omoluabi in you is stronger than the stratagem. This is the caliber of people yearning to rule Nigeria. Ogao. Well, Adewale says, that was a smart response. I only saw that short clip, but you earned my respect for being the bigger person on the show. I am sure Babashir will rewatch it and be ashamed all over again. Yeah. And Peter Obi's first son. Why do journalists like asking the opposition harder questions but nothing to ask the government officials? We will talk about that after our next story. A man recently released from Kirikiri Maximum Prison after spending 25 years behind bars over a generator case has reunited with his mother. This video, circulated on social media, shows the man, who identified himself as Obonna Ebejonu, wrapped in a deeply emotional reunion after a lengthy separation from his family. The man was part of a group accused of in 1999 of stealing a generator, a case that saw him, a driver and a generator repairman, imprisoned, while the actual thieves was reportedly released in 2016. Let's hear the recount of his ordeal.
From Abia State, My name is Kolawole Oladeji. I do plant mechanic up and down for anywhere, anybody they call me.
Plants now big generator.
Big yes.
So that they go understand.
So one day, one of my friend, that Segun Ajibade, call me. Come meet me. Say how far we get one generator. Want to help and to repair the gen.
That's the last time. You can see any person there work and say, I guess what you want to say. You get generator. After we talk about generator, you tell me the make.
What type of generator was it?
Pekins. Pekins.
How old were you at that time?
That time at the age of 22 years.
Are you married?
No, I'm never married.
So you don't know
they write that in for the statements, I'm robbery.
And una consign, una say, una write statements. Police say they don't agree with what una write.
They know.
Police can't write their own.
Their own.
Before you sign them, or before they say you sign them, they allow you read what they write.
They no agree.
And next thing they don't carry gun, shoot you for leg.
Some will just carry pistol, shoot me for leg. I like just come cool. Later blood come out.
For God, may I tell the judge? I say
the statement no being right in right time for Yoruba.
Now, and according to reports, the man had been in a waiting trial inmate since 1999. He was never convicted but remained in prison for over 2 decades due to the slow pace of justice. This is quite a very sad one. But quickly to Abia State. Now, the governor, Alex Oti, intervened for justice to finally prevail. The governor reportedly helped rescue the release of the long-forgotten inmates, giving them a chance to finally return to their families and start a new life. Let's see what some Nigerians had to say about this. Martin says, now she can rest peacefully. Mama waited for her son to regain freedom. She taking a deep breath, says it all. Indeed, I couldn't agree less. And the godfather, annoying part of this is the fact that no investigation will be done, no one is punished, and the bad and evil eggs gets hatched and give birth to more bad eggs, making the system a complete failure. And Ovie, whatever is the real story, may God be praised for the freedom. This picture of him reuniting with his mother is so touching. If he was wrongly incarcerated, government should compensate him handsomely. Etoma, Ria, and
Let me start with a very sad story of 25 years wasted. Wasted period of those gentlemen's lives. It's a story of wastage. It's a story of the slow pace at which justice runs in Nigeria, and it is also a story of police brutality and carelessness. 25 years of your life. Thank God he came out and his mother was still alive and he could reunite with his family. He has never tasted a marriage and the things that his mates have tasted. So he's starting life all over again as if he's a teenager. It's really unfortunate that, and the most annoying part is that the actual thief was released in 2016. It's very, very sad, no matter how you look at it. And the next story that caught my attention is Babache Lawal. Why did you lose your temper? You know, it's national television, and national television right now is seriously linked with social media. You know, those 2 words you said, shut up, or is it get out, or something like that, they have really destroyed your reputation, unfortunately.
All right, let me pick it up from there. It's sad that public figures would respond on national television when you're being interviewed and you respond in that manner. I think that when you are going for any interview, you should prepare for any question. And it was a harmless one for that matter. You could have just responded in a way that you didn't have to use the words that you used. So I think that it was not necessary that he spoke in that manner. And for the man that was released from prison, I wish him well and that he can pick up the pieces of his life.
You know, quickly, from everything I see in that video, it just shows how professional we are at TVC. I really love the way he handled it. And I need people to understand that, you know, when you come on shows, the presenters are asking you questions because those questions need to be answered because Nigerians want to hear your response. So, Mr. Lawal, that was really bad. And when you talk rudely at a presenter, it doesn't speak well on you, not the presenter.
That's right. That's right. And thank you very much, guys, for doing justice to all of our stories today.
All right, thank you, Nelson, for the stories. And with that, as we wrap on the program this morning, let's let you know that the views and reaction of all our resource persons are theirs and have no connection with TVC News. Up next is Your View, and afterwards is This Morning with Yori Folari. Bye for now.